Let me ask you something. If you're over 50 and you've been looking for a real way to create extra income, have you noticed how most opportunities feel either too complicated, too risky, or just not built for you? Well, here's the truth. You don't need to learn a brand new career. You don't need to chase trends, and you definitely don't need to start from scratch. What you do need is a simple system that actually works. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can generate $300 to $1,000 per month per client by helping real estate agents capture and convert more leads and helping them to book showings into their listings without their ever having to pick up a phone. And this is going to be done using a done-for-you AI system and simple software. And here's what makes this side hustle different from all the other noise out there. If you decide to start a 30-day free trial with my link below in the description of this video, you're not going to be left alone figuring that out all on your own. When you sign up, you'll get my complete step-by-step system, and this is not bare bones. This includes a fully built snapshot, which is a term used to define a pre-built, completed system that you can directly load in minutes, simple scripts, and outreach messages that you can copy and use immediately, my ready-to-go websites and funnels, and detailed trainings on how you can plug this into real estate agents' live listings. Plus, you'll get access to my private community, a one-on-one kickoff call to help you get started, and my live weekly Zoom sessions. So you can ask questions, never get stuck, and actually move forward to creating monthly recurring income with confidence. This really isn't about hype, I promise you. This is about giving yourself a real second wind with a skill that creates consistent monthly income and that helps you to achieve that lifestyle you've always dreamed of. So if all of this sounds like something you've been looking for, let's get to it. All right, so let's get your sub account set up fast and as clean as possible. We're not going to overcomplicate this. This is just the minimum that you need to get up and running. So first, we're going to go into your agency dashboard and click Create Sub Account. Here we are in your agency dashboard. We're going to create sub account. And here it's going to ask you to load a snapshot, but we're just going to go straight to blank snapshot. We're going to click on this blue button, select and continue. And when we do that, it's going to allow us to add manually. So we're just going to go ahead over here to the top right and click Add Manually. And here we're just going to put in the minimum information required, okay? You can come back in at a later time and change this, so don't get caught up in business name or business niches or anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my first name as Dawn, last name Bassler. This is really super easy. Put in your email. I'll just put in my Gmail. mail.com. And then business name, you just put in whatever your business name is here. And again, don't worry about this. You can come in and change this at any time, okay? Business niche, come in here. There's a lot of stuff you can choose in here. I'm just going to say I'm an aerobics instructor because I look like an aerobics instructor, don't I? Okay, business phone, and make this your accurate phone number. I'm just going to put in phone number here, then put in your address. This is your mailing address, city, put in your state, even though it says it's not required, put in your state. Make sure you don't choose Afghanistan, the default. Let's go ahead and put in good old US of A and your zip code. And then you don't need to have a website. You do want to have an accurate time zone, however. And this is important because when you tell your automations or email outreaches or even SMS, text messaging, any of your automations, when you tell them to send out at 9 a.m., it's going to do that based on your time that's set in here. So make sure that that's accurate. And then here it says default sample data for new sub accounts. You don't need to add any sample data, but it says what type of account are you setting up? And it says this is my client's account. This is for your agency account. So you're going to say this is my own account. Agency sub-accounts can be used for rebilling via payment providers other than Stripe. Okay, that's just a little message there. But make sure that you choose, this is your agency sub-account. You're going to choose this as my own account. If you've already done this, then don't worry about it. Later, when we onboard somebody, you will say this is my client's account. When you sell your AI voice assistants to a real estate agent, and we go to onboard them and we go through this process of creating a sub account for them, you're going to choose this as my client's account. Okay, so we're just going to click on add sub account, boom, and we are done. And now when you click on your agency account, you will see your new sub account, whatever you named it, whatever you created, right here in sub accounts. That's where you're going to connect your domain names, connect your Stripe, and do everything that we're going to show later in this process. All right, so I just want to show you how to set up that agency sub account. Super important step. So the next thing we need to do is we need to buy 2 phone numbers. We're going to get one for your agency sub account, and that's going to be used for your outgoing SMS text messages ultimately, okay? That does require that A2P verification that you hear about, but that's a lesson for another time. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to get that phone number, and then we're going to buy a second phone number that we're going to associate to your AI voice assistant. That does not require A2P verification because that's all inbound stuff. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come into your agency sub account, and down here at the bottom left, we're going to click on settings, and we're going to go to phone system. You'll see that also on the left here. And when that loads, we're going to click up here at the top right where it says add phone number. And we're going to click on add phone number again. Now you can choose United States, of course, you're going to leave it as default, but if you're anywhere else in the world, you can see GoHighLevel has a presence virtually everywhere. You can do that. So let's choose United States. And what I do is I click on filter. I'm going to leave the provider at number. I want to find a number in my area code. So if you happen to be in the 318 area code, you can simply choose that number, scroll down here and choose proceed to buy. But what I'm going to do, and I suggest you do the same, I'm going to filter this by my local area code. So I'll type in just 714 area code. Here where it says match to, I'm going to choose any part of number, click on that, and I want it to be the first part of the number, the actual area code, right? Those are the first 3 digits. So I'll click on that. I'm going to deselect toll-free because I'm not interested in toll-free results, and then I'll just click apply. And when I do, it's going to give me a list of 714 numbers that are available here. And if there aren't 714, just do your next local area code, but you should be fine with any area code there. You're going to scroll down, as I said, select the number, and then click proceed to buy, and you're good. Do that 2 times so that you've purchased 2 numbers, okay? When you do that, you're going to see that those numbers load here in your phone system. Of course, I have A2P verification on both of these, but you don't have to worry about that. This is A2P verified. It's not necessary, okay? So you've got your 2 phone numbers now. You're golden, okay? And that's it. At this point, your sub account is live and ready, and you don't need to do anything else yet. No domain, no Stripe. Those come later. Right now, all we care about is getting the account created so you can start building and selling. We want to keep it simple. We want to move fast, and we're not getting stuck on this setup. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so in this lesson, we're going to show you how to download the pre-made goodies, the snapshot that I have for you. A snapshot in GoHighLevel is basically a ready-made package of an entire marketing setup that you can take and use in another GoHighLevel account instantly. Think of it like a blueprint or a copy-paste kit for your agency tools. The snapshot I built for you in this side hustle includes 2 forms, an onboarding form, which we'll get to in a later lesson, and the Zillow side hustle form, which we'll also discuss later. 4 funnels and 1 website. The funnels are titled Zillow Client Website Sales Funnel, Missed Call Cost Calculator, which we'll discuss, Zillow Voice AI Listing Prompt, and that's just basically a funnel where you can go in and copy the Zillow prompt that we're going to use to train an AI voice assistant. You don't do anything with that aside from copy paste. And then there's a website that helps you sell this, and that's called the Zillow AI Listing Agent Sales page. All right. I also created for you 2 voice AI assistants. One is called the Custom Zillow AI Assistant, and the other one is called Jackie AI Assistant Self-Selling. Then there's also an automated workflow called the Don Bassler Zillow Cold Email Outreach, which I'll show you how to use in a later lesson. So instead of you having to build everything from scratch, I created these assets for you, and you just import the snapshot, and boom, you have a full working system. So follow me now as I show you how to import that snapshot and where those assets are located. Okay, so you gotta love technology. I figured out my DJI mic and it's working much better. The sound should be improved now for the duration of this course. So here we're in lesson 2 of our course. We're going to click right here where it says, here's the snapshot. And when we do, this is going to load in your GoHighLevel agency account, not your sub account yet. This is going to be your agency account. It's going to say import snapshot, AI voice assistant for realtor snapshot. Do you want to import the snapshot to this account? We're going to click yes, import now. Now let's remember the name of this snapshot, AI voice assistant for realtor snapshot. I'm going to click on yes, import now, and it's going to bring in all of these assets that I created for you. And now you can see here it is in my agency account. You know you're in your agency account because it says click here to switch. Okay, you have to install these snapshots into your agency account first, and then we're going to push them to your agency sub account. I know it's confusing, but you need to understand that. So here is this voice assistant now for realtor snapshot. What I'm going to do is I'm now going to go to sub accounts, and I created the sub account called my business name. Okay, so here I've navigated to my sub account now. As you can see here, business name. It's no longer the agency account. I'm in the agency sub account, and I want to show you what assets got loaded here. Okay, so the first thing we have is we have 2 voice AI agents. If you come over here and click on AI agents, I'm going to go ahead. If you get this screen, just X out of it. I'm going to go to voice AI up here at the top, and then I'm going to click on agent list. And you'll see here's your 2 voice AI agents. The Zillow Jackie AI agent, which is your self-selling. This is ultimately going to be put as a chat widget onto your website. And the custom Zillow AI agent. This is the one that you'll use. It's just open to be trained, and it's your AI agent. Okay, so that's an AI agent. So there's 2 of them. Then we're going to come down to automations. And we have a cold email outreach automation, which we'll get to at a later time. Let's let this load here. I'm going to go ahead and click out of that. This is a Zillow cold email outreach automation. Don't worry about that one. That is advanced. We're going to utilize that down the road some. So just know it's there, but you don't have to go into it. You don't have to mess with it. All right. We're going to go to sites here. And you're going to see that we have 3 funnels. We have the missed call cost calculator. That's just to show folks how much missed calls cost them. And I'll go over that in another moment, but that isn't important for this AI voice assistant side hustle we're doing. We have the Zillow client website sales funnel. Now this is going to become your website. I built this for you so that you can literally put your logo in here. You have it priced starting at $297 a month. I have this all built out for you. The only thing you're going to have to maybe customize is your company name in here. I'll show you how to do that. It's super simple. But when somebody asks you for your website, and they will, you're going to connect your domain to this website, and now you've got a full-fledged website that will also sell this AI voice assistant for you. All right, I'll show you in a later lesson how to connect your domain name to this. For now, just know that that's there. I'm going to click on back. I also have the Zillow voice AI listing prompt. Now, don't be confused by this. This is simply to go in here and use to copy the prompt and paste it into ChatGPT, okay? So you're just going to come in here. You're going to grab this part right here. I am creating an AI voice agent that answers calls schedule showings and answers questions for a real estate listing. Here's the information I have regarding the listing. And then you're going to paste your Zillow client's information in right here. All right, I only wanted to include that in a funnel, so in case you need it, you can find where that prompt is for ChatGPT in a later lesson. All right, so we've got those funnels, and then we also have a website here. This is the website that you're going to use to help you sell your AI agent direct, and where you'll also demo your AI agent. So let's just click into here. It's 3 pages. All right, we have the demo page, order page, and the confirmation once they order. So we can take a look at this. This is just basically a page where you're going to put your logo, and this is all customized. It says, attention real estate agents, turn every incoming call into a booked appointment for only $197 per month. There's a nice little PowerPoint here.
Real estate agents, when a buyer or seller calls and you don't answer, they don't leave a voicemail. They move on and call the next agent. And just like that, a potential deal is gone. Not because you're not good at what you do, but because you weren't fast enough. Every incoming call is someone ready to take action, but you can't always pick up the phone. You're in showings with clients, driving, or simply unavailable. And that's where most opportunities are lost. Now imagine this instead. The moment a lead calls your number, they get an instant response. If you answer, great, you take the call. But if you don't, your AI voice assistant immediately steps in.
Okay, so just pause that. I won't go through that whole thing. So the Get Your AI Agent Now, this is connected to your order form, as is this one here. And you can come in and change any of this text, but this thing is really good to go. I don't think you need to mess with this at all. If you did want to, you can come in here and you can click on edit, and it's really simple. Any of these pages can be edited in the same exact way I'm showing you now. If your logo, you want to add something here, you'll just click on that, and you'll see over here to the right, it says image, and you can just click on that little icon right there, and it'll allow you to upload an image to your platform here, and then you can select it. And once you add your logo, you just click this little disc to save, and then you'll click publish. All right, but you don't need to make any changes in here at all. What it's set up to do is right now at $197 per month, I suggest you do it at $297. So let's go ahead and change that to $297. And I don't think there's any other reference to this. I was kind of messing around with the prices. That's why it's changed. You're going to want $297, so I'm going to save that. And then we have the order form. You don't need to touch, so just leave that alone for now. And then your order confirmation, you don't have to touch that as well. That's so they're going to land on the website, they're going to place the order on the order page, and then they'll get an order confirmation. And of course, you'll be emailed when that action happens. So that's if somebody says, hey, I'm interested, but can you give me more information? You can send them to this website, and I'll show you how to connect your AI agent to it as well. But what I really want you to do is to get them on the phone, pitch them on the phone, and I'll show you that in a later lesson as well. So that's your Zillow AI listing agent sales page, and those are the assets that you have in that snapshot that are connected to your account now. So in the next lesson, I'm going to teach you how to connect your domain name to this, and then also we'll be connecting your Stripe account so you can process payments. Okay, see you in the next video. Okay, welcome to lesson 3 of this course. To make your website and funnels look professional and branded, you'll want to connect your own domain name, like yourbusiness.com, to your account. Inside your sub-account, you can easily link your domain so that your website loads on your custom domain, your funnels use clean branded URLs, and your links look trustworthy to visitors and clients. The process involves adding your domain in your settings and updating a couple of DNS records with your domain provider, like GoDaddy or Namecheap. Once connected, your system will automatically route visitors to the correct pages and funnels that you've built, or that I've built for you. This step is important because it turns your setup from a generic system into a real branded online presence that builds credibility and converts better. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to actually log into your domain name registrar before we do this process. So if you're with GoDaddy, log into GoDaddy. If you're at Namecheap, log into Namecheap. wherever you bought your domain name, your .com, have a separate tab already logged in to that account, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to settings down here at the very bottom. We're going to click on settings, and then we're going to go right here where it says domains and URL redirects. Let's click on that, and it's going to allow you to purchase a domain. If you don't already have a domain, you can buy one right here. And don't worry about transferring in domains. There's no need to do that. You're just going to click here where it says connect a domain. Click on that. And now it says here at the top, don't worry about all these other things here. It says funnel, website, store, blog, webinar. That's what we're going to choose. You're going to come over here to the right and you're going to click on connect. All right. So I'm going to pop in my domain name. I'm just going to use this aiemployee.bot and I'll click on continue. And it says domain URL, aiemployee.bot. It says also add the www version, which you want to do. It says recommended, just leave that checked. And I'm going to click continue. Now, mind you, I'm logged into my Namecheap account right now. So we'll see if this is going to work for me. If not, it's no big deal. I'm going to show you how to get around it in case it doesn't do it automatically. In fact, I'm going to show you how to do it in case it doesn't do it automatically anyway. So it's looking for my provider details, setting up my domain. It's trying to see whether I'm logged in or not already. And it says finalizing the setup. It says set up your domain manually by adding the following records. So it didn't do it automatically, but that's not a big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create an A record and a CNAME record inside of my Namecheap account, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. It's the same process if you do it with GoDaddy as well. Okay, so here I am in my Namecheap for aiemployee.bot, the URL that I am registering here. And it says to create an A record with the host being @ so I can copy that, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to scroll down and click on add new record, and it's an A record, and for the host I'm just going to paste that in, and then I'm going to come back, and for the required value I'm going to click on those two boxes. You can see there's a check mark, so I copied that. I'm going to come back to Namecheap and I'm going to post that in right here. And I'll click this little green check mark to save it. Okay, now I know I need to add a new record, and it's a CNAME for www. I'll just copy that. It's CNAME, so let's scroll down, choose CNAME. I'm going to paste that in there. I'll go back and get the required value for the target. I'm going to click those two boxes to copy, go back, and here's the target. I'm going to click that, and I'm going to click on the green check. It's kind of in the way here, but there's a green check right there, save changes. And now I've created both of those records. So now that I've added those manually, again, yours should do that automatically, but no big deal. You saw how easy that was if it doesn't do it automatically for you. And now I'm going to click on verify records. Now, typically this happens just within minutes. So I'm kind of trying to be chatty right now because I'm giving it some time to do its thing, but let's go ahead and click on verify records. I'm going to click on that, and it tells you right here, DNS updates could require up to 30 seconds. If changes aren't acknowledged, please retry. So you see it says it's verifying records. It's actually trying to do that right now. It's going to look to see if it can find that A record that we created in our domain name registrar, Namecheap in this case. It's going to see if it can find that CNAME record that we created in Namecheap in this particular case. Yours would be GoDaddy. And this is the screen that you typically see right away. It says connect your domains, subdomains with funnels, websites, stores, webinars, blogs. I'm going to choose the funnel. Let me just explain something that sometimes is a source of confusion. A funnel is a website. Don't ask me why one of those is a website and the others are funnels. They're the same thing, okay? Funnels sell, websites sell. So I'm going to create my main domain on the website where when a client asks me, a potential client asks me, yeah, well, what's your website? I want to connect it to the funnel called the Zillow client website sales funnel. Okay, I'm going to connect that to there and leave this alone. It's going to be to the home page, and I'm going to proceed to finish. Okay, so Zillow client website sales funnel, We're connecting that domain that we just created and created DNS records for, and now it shows that we have one funnel connected to it. So watch this. Now when I go to this URL, I'm going to type that in and hit return, and there's my website. Ta-da! How cool is that? So now you've got your main domain connected to your selling website, which is super cool. So the next thing is like, all right, well, what about the self-demoing agent page? Okay, now that you have a domain set up, what we can do is we can create a subdomain for that. So let's go back to domains and URLs. And I'm going to click once again, connect a domain. And we're going to put the website onto a subdomain, okay? Just follow me here. We're going to call this AI dot and then our domain name, okay? In my case, it's aiemployee.bot. A subdomain are these characters in front of your main domain, all right? So when somebody goes to ai.employee.bot, which is a totally different URL than aiemployee.bot, they're going to go to my self-selling page. So it says here, connect the URL. Yep, I'm going to click continue. And now it's going to either automatically create some new DNS records for me or it's not. But we've already been through this process, so it doesn't frighten us. It's easy peasy. It's looking for my provider details. I'm going to assume it won't do it automatically. It usually does with GoDaddy. And if you bought your domain inside of GoHighLevel, you don't have to worry about this. It does it automatically for you. All right, so you see here it wants a new CNAME named AI, which is the name of the subdomain I put in there, and sites.ludicrous. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this again. And I'm going to go in and create this new CNAME. I'm going to click on Add New Record, CNAME. The host was AI, and then I'm going to paste the target in and save it. All right, now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to click on Verify Records. And again, this can take up to 30 seconds. If changes aren't acknowledged, just please retry. Okay, and you can see it says there's a problem with that action. Couldn't find a CNAME A record pointing AI to blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I know I did it. So I'm just going to click Verify Records again. This is super common. So it looks like it did it. Scroll down and you can see here ai.employee.bot down here. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to click on Manage, and I'm going to connect this subdomain to the website. All right, and there's only one in there. So click on Website, choose Zillow AI Listing Agent Sales Page. Leave it as the demo, that's the first page, and click Proceed to Finish. All right, you're done with those. You've got your main website, which we're calling a funnel, and your other website, which is going to be your self-selling AI agent page. So now let's go to aiemployee.bot, and now you can see it loads in here just fine. We'll check it out. Everything is good. And all you'll need to do is customize with your logo, which I showed before, and your site is good to go. So there you go. We connected your domain to your main funnel, which looks like a website, and we connected your subdomain to this page here. Now your assets are connected. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to connect your Stripe account so we can get to the business of accepting payments and making money on these AI voice assistants. All right, so welcome to lesson 4, where we connect your Stripe account. To start collecting payments from your website and funnels, you'll need to connect your Stripe account. Stripe is the secure payment processor that allows you to accept credit cards, debit cards, and other digital payments directly from your customers. Inside your sub account, you can quickly connect Stripe so that you can collect payments from your website, funnels, and forms. Your customers can check out securely online, and payments go directly into your bank account. The setup is simple. You'll either log into your existing Stripe account or create a new one, then authorize the connection. Once connected, your system will automatically handle transactions, receipts, and payment tracking. This step is essential because it turns your website and funnels into revenue-generating assets, allowing you to get paid automatically without manual invoicing. If you don't already have a Stripe account, you can create one very quickly in just a few minutes at stripe.com and then come back to the setup process. All right, so while you're in your business sub-account here, we're going to once again go down here to the bottom left and we're going to click on settings, and then we're going to scroll down to integrations. Don't click on private integrations, click on integrations, and when you do, you'll get this screen here and come all the way over here to the right just underneath LinkedIn, and it says payments and checkout. We're going to click on manage there. And then here you'll see all the payment processors. I suggest Stripe. It's just the most prevalent. It's the best. If you have an authorized .net account already, then you can do that. You can connect that. But I advise everybody to use Stripe. So we're going to connect Stripe here. There's also PayPal, as you can see. All you're going to do is click on this blue button, connect to Stripe, and it's going to ask you to log in. So it says, have a Stripe account. So I'm just going to type in my email here associated to my Stripe account. And then I'm going to click on continue. And I'll put in my password and click submit. And now it's going to ask me, what do you want me to connect? You'll probably only have one company in here. I have several. You simply click on the connect button and you are done. And that's all there is to it. You're done. Now in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to create a product that you can put on your sales page where you can actually just sell this directly from your sales page and connect it to your checkout form. So if a real estate agent goes to your website and wants to buy it, they can do it right there from your website. So see you in the next video. Okay, welcome to lesson 5. In this step, you'll create the product your customers will purchase on your website to get access to your AI voice assistant. Inside your account, you'll set up the name of your AI voice assistant product, your pricing, which will be recurring monthly, the actual product that connects directly to your order form. I'll show you what I mean by that as we get to that step. And this is what turns your system into a revenue generating machine. Once completed, anyone who visits your website can securely purchase your AI voice assistant service and become a paying client automatically. When this step is complete, your order form will be fully connected and you'll be ready to start accepting payments and onboarding new clients seamlessly. So let's get started. So here inside of your agency sub account, we're going to go into payments. Now that your Stripe is connected, we're going to click on payments and we're going to go over here where it says products and then click on products. Here we're going to click on create product, and here we're going to create your voice AI assistant product. Now be sure you understand the distinction between your voice AI assistant and the product. This is just a product that is going to sell that AI assistant. So we're going to give this a good name here. We'll just call this AI voice assistant, plain and simple. You can name it whatever you want. If you want, you can put in a description here, but it's not important. And then don't worry about any of this other information. Just keep on scrolling, go all the way until you get to prices. You want to make sure that you do not accept one time. You're going to click on this and change it to recurring. And then you're going to put in whatever price you want to sell these at. I suggest $297. That's what I think is the fair, sweet spot, low-hanging fruit price. And then you're going to want to make sure that this says monthly. Make sure it doesn't say daily or weekly because your client will be charged on that recurring schedule. Monthly, if you're going to offer a free trial, you can put in 7 days. And then I don't charge any setup fee. If you want to charge a setup fee, if you can get away with it, God bless you. I don't do it. I do offer a 7-day trial period. I just think it's fair and it becomes frictionless for a yes. And then everything else you just leave alone. Come all the way down to the bottom right here and you're just going to click save. And you're done. You've created a voice AI assistant product. Okay, I like to click on sync with Stripe PayPal. Just click on that and it'll make sure that the two of them are talking and understand the product that's been created here on your sub account in GoHighLevel. And then once that's done, we need to connect it to your sales page. So we're going to go over here to sites, and then I went to websites, and I'm going to click on the Zillow AI listing agent sales page. And products live on order pages. So what we're going to do now that we created that product, we're going to come over here to the order page and mouse over these three little dots right here and click on it. And then you see products here. You're going to click on that. And now it's going to say add a product. We just need to connect it to the order form so that when somebody goes to check out, this page is smart and understands that it's selling an AI voice assistant. So here underneath where it says products, we're just going to click here and we're going to choose the AI voice assistant. And then we have to do the same thing for price, $297. And then you're done. Click on save. And now you see that that recurring product is now connected to your order form. Okay? And that is that. Your full sales process is completely connected now. So now when you go back to your website, you'll see that you click to get your AI agent now. When somebody wants to buy this, they click on it and it'll take you directly to your order form where you can purchase this. Now, I don't have my Stripe account connected to this particular one, so it says no products available, but yours will show the $297 product. It'll be pre-selected and there'll be a credit card order form right there ready to go. And then once they purchase it, it'll show the total paid and you'll be notified that you just rang up another sale. Now, the next video is lesson 6, where I'm going to teach you outreach strategies and how to use Loom videos to get to yes. All right, welcome to lesson 6. Now, since your AI voice assistant is built and ready to sell, it's time to get it in front of real estate agents. Yay! You have two powerful outreach options. One is focused on personalization and the other on scale. You can use either one or both as I suggest, but option 1 is my favorite and preferred method, and that's shooting personalized Loom videos. This is the fastest way to get attention and spark curiosity. You'll record short, punchy videos using Loom where you show the agent their own website and listing. You briefly point out an opportunity they're missing. You introduce your AI voice assistant as the solution and then invite them to respond a yes or book a call for a demo. The goal is simple. Don't explain everything. Just create enough curiosity to get a yes. That's all we're after. We're not trying to pitch them in these original Loom videos. We're just trying to pique their curiosity, get them to say, yes, I'm interested. These videos should feel personal, and they do stand out as text messages, and they consistently get higher response rates than email anyway. Option 2 is the automated cold email campaign. Inside your snapshot, it's under automations, workflows, you'll also find a ready-to-use cold outreach system. This allows you to send targeted emails to real estate agents automatically. You can follow up multiple times without manual work. I believe it's like a 5-day automation. Every day it'll send out a new email, and it consistently generates new conversations at scale. So these emails are designed to spark interest, highlight missed opportunities like unanswered calls or slow response times, position your AI voice assistant as the solution, and this approach is designed to work in the background, helping you to build a steady pipeline of leads every day in addition to the Loom videos that you're shooting and sending out, right? The best strategy is to start with Loom videos to land your first clients quickly, get your subscription paid for, and then layer in automations to scale your outreach and keep new opportunities flowing. Okay, so my suggestion for you is to go to Loom and create a free account. If you check the pricing here, let's look at the screen. We'll see that the starter is 25 videos of 5-minute recordings. So you can do your first 25 videos for free. And then ultimately what I do to keep the free account, I'll create and send out 25 videos, and Loom lets you know once they've been watched. Once they've been watched, I'll come in and I'll delete them from my account, and so my allotment of 25 I can pretty much balance. at the end of the day, if you're really going to go crazy with this, and I suggest you should because it's such a great and profitable side hustle, go ahead and just spring for the 18 bucks per month. You can have it free at first, you get unlimited videos, and it's exactly what you're going to want to do to really scale this thing. So once you have your account, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Zillow.com and we're going to click on Find an Agent. And remember, you can do this for real estate agents, property managers, home builders, real estate photographers. You can do it for any industry that you can think about. But what I really love, and I've said about real estate agents, is that they're really easy to find. They're really easy to connect with. They have their phone numbers on everything, their emails on everything. So it's really simple to just get in front of the agents. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, Find an Agent, and then I'll typically come down and pick a neighborhood. So I'm just going to say Costa Mesa, California, and you'll see this list of agents. I like to click on top agents to get some of the top producers. This is always good to do. Let's just go back though for now, and I'll choose this Holly McDonald. I use her a lot in my example. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot my Loom video right here on her page. And I'm just going to keep it really, really simple. So I'll go to my Loom. I have a little plug-in here. I'm going to either sign up or log in. I'll just log in with Google. Get myself logged in. And once I do, here's my Loom. I'm going to make sure that I'm recording the current tab. You can see it's brought up a picture of me, which is really cool. I like to bring this over here. You just grab it and drag it. I want to keep it out of here because as I scroll, I'm going to see her active listings for sale, which are kind of muted out here because I haven't started the recording yet. And it says 5-minute recording limit, and I'm basically just going to do this just like this. Holly McDonald, I'm going to tell her that I'm going to help her sell her properties faster so she gets her commission check quicker. And would she be interested in just checking out the AI voice assistant that I've made for her so that it can answer her calls 24/7. All right, so here we go. Hey Holly, Don Bassler here. Hey, don't delete this. Would you be interested in an AI voice assistant that I've made for your company? And I'm going to help you to sell these properties faster than you could imagine. My AI assistant will answer your phone 24/7, answer all the questions there are about these properties, and it will book showings 24/7, 365 after pre-qualifying the buyer. So you're going to sell these properties faster, you're going to get that commission check quicker, and if you even have a little bit of interest in this, just reply yes and I'll send you more information. Okay, it's that simple. And now I've got this Loom video. You saw how quick that was. It's 37 seconds. So all I need to do is text this now to her, and she's going to get it on her phone and go, oh wow, okay, this is interesting. And I'll show you how we send that to them now. We're just going to grab this link here, copy the link. It said link copied. And on my Mac, I'll just go to my Messages app and I'll open it up and I'll click for a new message. I just put Holly's phone number in here, hit tab, and then I'm going to just pop that link in right here and I'm going to send it. And boom, it pops up on her cell phone just like that. So let's take a look at it. Hey Holly, Don Bassler here. Hey, don't delete this. Would you be interested in an AI voice assistant that I've made for your company? And I'm going to help you to sell these properties faster than you could imagine. My AI assistant will answer your phone 24/7, answer all the questions there are about these properties, and it will book showings 24/7, 365 after pre-qualifying the buyer. So you're going to sell these properties faster. You're going to get that commission check quicker. And if you even have a little bit of interest in this, just reply yes, and I'll send you more information. Okay, here I'll do another one for Colton Whitney here. He's a premier agent. He's got several properties for sale here. I'm just going to mention his Camino Cantera property specifically. And so I go up, I have this Chrome extension for Loom connected in my Chrome browser. It brings this up. And what I wanted to show you here too, some of the videos I do with a small face, but if you click on these three dots, you can make it larger. So some of them I like to do with a larger face. You can test this and move it around, see what you think. But I usually put it right about here. The large face is kind of cool because it does show your face better. So there's that facial recognition for the agent when they meet with you in person or on another Zoom call or something. And I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to start the recording, and I'm just going to remember Colton is his first name. I'll introduce myself, and I'm going to talk about his property on Camino Cantera. Camino Cantera. So it's just as simple. I'll hit start recording, and I want to wait until I hear the beep on the recording, because sometimes it'll cut off the very beginning. So it goes like this. Hey Colton, real quick, don't delete this please. I was checking on your listing on Camino Cantera, and it is a beautiful property. I actually built you a custom AI voice assistant for that specific listing, and it answers buyers' inquiries instantly. It qualifies them and books showings directly into your calendar. It's truly like giving that property its own concierge. If you're even a little bit curious, just reply yes, and I'll send over a quick demo. Oh, and be sure to ask me about my free offer as well. So as you can see there, I keep it brief. I pique curiosity. I'm not trying to sell the thing on this specific Loom video. I'm just trying to get them to raise their hand and say, yes, it looks interesting. And now I'm going to show you a few other videos that I shot, and you can kind of get a feel for this. I also, in this lesson, have some scripts that you can use as a basis. And then I've got some follow-ups to the demo as well. So those are in the PDFs in the course here, and you can check those out and modify them to your heart's content. Hey Bernice, my name is Don, and I was just checking out your property here on 21st Street. It is a beautiful property. I actually built you a custom AI voice assistant for that specific listing, and it answers your buyers' inquiries instantly, qualifies them, and books showings directly into your calendar. It's like giving that property its own concierge. If you want to see it in action, just reply yes, and I'll send over a quick demo. Oh, and be sure to ask me about my free offer. Hey Chad, Don Bassler here. Just real quick, I put together something super cool for you to sell this Cloudcrest property. It's an AI voice assistant that handles inbound calls, talks to buyers, and engages them, and books showings all 24/7, 365 without you having to lift a finger. Agents using this are closing faster and freeing up a ton of time. If you want to see it, just reply yes, and I'll send it over. And be sure to ask me about my free offer. Hey, Kevin, Don Bassler here. Real quick, I have something special for you. I've got an AI agent that can help you to sell that property on Redlands Drive really quickly. I was checking it out. It's a beautiful property. I actually built you a custom AI voice assistant for that specific listing, and it answers buyers' inquiries instantly. It qualifies them and books showings directly into your calendar. If you want to just see it in action, just reply yes. If you're a little bit curious, I'll send it over in a quick demo. And be sure to ask me about my free offer. Okay, the second way to outreach to clients is via cold email. And inside the snapshot that I created for you that's in a workflow I'll show you in a moment, you'll also find a ready-to-use outreach system that runs directly through your CRM. This allows you to send targeted emails to real estate agents automatically. It follows up multiple times without you having to do any manual work, and it consistently generates new conversations at scale. Your emails are going to be designed to spark interest, highlight missed opportunities like unanswered calls or slow response times, and position your voice AI assistant as the solution. This approach is going to be working in the background, and it helps you to build a steady pipeline of leads every day. Okay, so let me show you where this workflow automation for cold outreach emails actually lives. We're going to make sure that we're in your agency sub account here. And we're going to go down to automations. You can see here about left middle. Okay, and we're going to click on that. And you'll see your workflow list automations. It's called the Don Bassler Zillow Cold Email Outreach. Now let me warn you before we open this bad boy up. It's going to look complicated, okay? I'm just giving you a fair warning. It is complicated because I built it that way. It's a system. But don't worry, you only have to edit 5 emails, and you really don't even have to edit them much. So I'll show you what this is, okay? Let's open it up, and this is what is called an automated workflow, all right? But it's going to send out an email, and it's going to wait to listen to determine if that email is open, and then if it is,
it's going to notify you. And if it isn't, it's going to wait a day and it's going to send another email. If that gets opened, you're going to be notified. If it doesn't, it's going to go to email 3 a day later. And again, it'll notify you if they respond. If they don't, it's going to go to day 4 a day later. And if they don't respond a day later, it sends out email 5. And that's the end of the thing. So this looks crazy. I know, I'll give you that. But this is the only thing you have to do. Come in here where it says email 1. I have these all pre-written for you, and you can rewrite the language if you want, but it's already done. Click on email 1. You don't have to change anything in here. This says, hey, contact first name. We're going to put your contacts in, and it's going to automatically take their first name and plug it into this email. So it personalizes it, okay? I'm reaching out about your current property listing. I want to offer you a custom AI voice assistant that answers every buyer call 24/7, qualifies serious buyers in seconds, books showing straight into your calendar, and only sends you the leads worth your time. And you can go through and read this, but here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to put your name, your phone number, your email, okay, so that they respond to you. Don't worry about anything else here. If you want, after you do it, you can click test emails, type in your email and click send test. It'll send you a test email so you know what it looks like. And then you're just going to click save action and save again. 2 saves, okay? Come back to email 2. Check that one out. Email 2, subject's already in here. Stop losing buyers who call after hours. Hey, contact first name. Most agents miss 30 to 50% of buyer calls because they're showing houses, negotiated, or sleeping. Read through this. It's awesome. Your name, phone, email, save, and save again. You're just going to go through and do this for email 3, email 4, and email 5, save, and it's good to go. And now, how do you get somebody into this? Well, we could add a new trigger, but instead, we just need to remember that this is called the Don Bassler Zillow Cold Email Outreach. If you want, you can come in here and edit the name, get rid of my name it after you, name it whatever. Leave that alone if you wish. We're going to go back to workflows, and here's where your contacts are going to live. Here we're going to go into contacts, and you can import contacts if you want to, like, say, have a spreadsheet of first name, email, companies, whatever, because this is now your CRM, like a database. You can import those, and if you do, you're just going to choose contacts, and then you come down here to the bottom right and click next, and it's going to say, okay, upload your file. What you need to do is you need to know the format for this Excel file that you put those emails and names and such in. So you just download this sample file here, and you can open that file, and it shows you where to put the name, where to put the email, and blah, blah, blah. Once you do that, you save it and then just upload it here, and it'll upload a list. So if you already have a list of clients in Excel format, make sure that the format matches this downloaded sample file, and then upload it, and you will have all of your contacts populated in here. In lieu of that, instead of that, you can just click on Add Contact, and you can put it in right here. You can just go in and say, okay, first name's Don, last name's Bassler. What's that dude's email? Well, he's got a Gmail, donbassler@gmail.com. Put that in. You don't need a phone, but you can. I mean, might as well put in their phone, put in what you know about them. Do not click on DND all channels. That means do not disturb. If you click on that, it's never going to email them. It's never going to text them. When they unsubscribe or otherwise tell you they don't want to hear from you, this will pre-select email. It'll say they unsubscribed or whatever. Don't worry about that. Then just come in here and click send. All right. So now we have a contact in here. So let's go back to contacts. Here's the contacts. So now watch this. You're going to have a list of contacts here, right? But I just have one. I'm going to choose me. You can click here to choose all if you have a bunch. I'm going to click here. I'm going to select all one. And now you'll see it says trigger automation. I'm going to click on that. And you give this an action name. I'm just going to say, you can name this whatever. It's not important. To send my cold email. All right. And now it's going to say the automation type is a workflow, which we know. And we're going to select the workflow. It's the only one in there. We're going to click that. and you can just select send all at once, or you can send at a scheduled time. If you're doing this at midnight and you want to send it tomorrow morning, that works. Or if you have thousands of contacts, you can send it in drip mode, and it'll ask you how many do you want to send per hour, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to click add automation, and it says, okay, it just added one contact to the automation. I don't need to check progress. I'm just going to get rid of this. And now watch this. When I go back to my automation, I can see exactly what's going on. I can see that one person is enrolled, one is active enrolled because I'm in day one, right? Let's open this now, and I'm going to look at enrollment history, and it says right there, Don Bassler is in a wait phase, and I'm waiting for an email event. It's waiting for me to either respond, or it's waiting for tomorrow, at which time I'll receive email number 2, okay? And here's the execution logs. You can see what it did. I was added to the workflow. It sent email 1, it was executed, and now I'm in the waiting phase per that email outreach workflow that I designed for you. And then tomorrow it's going to say executed email 2, and then I'll be in a waiting phase for email 3, same, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is super, super powerful for you to create a contact list and to get those contacts into this automated email workflow, so you can just let the email outreach system handle the sales process for you as well while you're doing your Loom outreach. All right, I hope that all made sense to you. That's the end of our lesson number 6 with outreach strategies, and I'll see you in the next video where I'm going to show you what to do after you get a yes.
So welcome to lesson 7, what to do after you get your yes. Let me tell you, the best demos don't feel like presentations. They should be more like experiences. You don't want them to just understand this. You want them to feel what it's like to have it working for them, because the goal here is simple. You want them thinking, I need this running on my listings immediately, not just that it's interesting. Now, note that you can always just point a prospective realtor to your website and have them experience the AI assistant there in the chat widget. But I'm all about picking up the phone and furthering a relationship. So here's exactly how I would run a clean, high-converting 10-minute phone demo. First off, quickly train the voice AI assistant to one of their properties. We went over that in YouTube videos, but I'll show it again quickly here in this video. I'll pop it in. Then call them up and thank them for their time. Let them know it's only going to take 10 minutes and use their name. Everybody loves the sound of their own name, and be sure to make a heartfelt compliment on their achievements in the real estate business as well. Sincere flattery will help them to like and trust you. Then just say, hey, first name, this will be quick. I'm just going to show you how this answers buyers' calls, engages them, and helps move your listings faster without you having to jump on every call. Let's just experience it together. Then you go ahead and call the number, 3-way call, excuse me, tell your prospective agent to talk to it like they're a buyer. Then just pause, stay silent. Then tell them that's what every buyer gets instantly, whether you're available or not. And again, pause. Then tell them, you already know how this usually goes. Calls come in while you're busy. Follow-ups get delayed. Some buyers just disappear. This removes all of that. And just imagine every lead getting this experience instead of going to voicemail. Now, the best part is this isn't complicated. I just plug it into your calendar and it starts handling showings immediately. You're still telling them. So what this really comes down to is simple. More conversations, faster responses, and listings move quicker without adding more to your plate. So here's the easiest next step. I'll just keep this running on your listings for 7 days, no commitment. If it brings you even one serious buyer conversation, you can admit it's a win. And just so you know, this only works if you keep it simple, by the way, when you're selling these. Don't over-explain it. Don't talk too much during the demo. And don't try to sell features. Just let them experience it. Keep it fast. Keep it about them. And let a little silence be effective and do the work. And one last thing. Before every demo, just say that I set this up specifically for your street name listing. It's a simple statement, but it instantly makes it feel more personal. So then you just transition to the close. And typical closes would be, want me to just keep this running for you after their trial so you don't lose momentum? Or should I go ahead and lock this in for you so it keeps working your listings after 7 days? Or if this brings you even one solid buyer conversation this week, are you good to keep it rolling? And then when they say yes, you can transition to a payment naturally. Another good close question could be, cool, do you want me to just handle the setup so it continues seamlessly, or would you rather revisit it later? Or want me to get billing set up now so there's no interruption when you love the results? And then transitioning to the card is important. Once they say yes or lean in, just say casually, perfect, I'll get the set up so it runs smoothly for you. What's the best card to put on file? And then this just works because you're not selling, you're continuing momentum and you're anchoring on results plus convenience, and you just make it feel like the logical next step. Okay, just real quick as a reminder, I want to show you how we're going to train this AI agent for, let's say, Colton Whitney's property. You're just going to go into his account here. You're going to click on this listing. Let's see, we said Camino Cantera. I'm going to click on this. I'm just going to grab it from here, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to what's special. I might grab the map too, just keep coming down here, and I'll probably just go to like there and copy, okay? Then we're going to come into the AI agent here, click on AI agents, and we're going to click on voice AI, and we're going to click on agent list. And remember, I gave you this custom Zillow AI agent. Let's go ahead and click on that one. And when you're in here, we're going to go to agent goals. And all you're going to do is where it says here, I'm creating an AI voice agent that answers calls, schedules showings, and answers questions for a real estate listing. Here's the information I have regarding the listing. I'm going to get rid of those quotes, and I'm just going to hit a return key, and I'm going to paste that information in, just like that. And then all I need to do is come down here and click save, and it is trained now to that property. And now watch this. I'll just start a web call.
Hi, this is Jackie with Business Name. How can I help you today?
And it said business name, by the way, because we didn't have a business name in there. You can see it's transcribing the call. It's going to send that to the agent. Super cool. Hey, I'm calling about the property on 826 Camino Cantera.
Got it. You're interested in 826 Camino Cantera. What can I help you with? Would you like to schedule a showing, or do you have questions about the property?
So she's been trained to schedule a booking for this, schedule a showing. So that's what she's going to come right out of the gate with. She's trying to get that scheduled showing, but she'll answer questions and then she'll go back to scheduling the showing. So yeah, I would like to learn more about the property before I schedule a showing.
Of course. Here's a quick overview of the property. It's listed at $1 million and located at 826 Camino Cantera, Chula Vista, California, 91913. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, single-family home with 2,314 square feet of living space, built in 2020. The estimated payment is around $6,503 per month, and the HOA fee is $139 per month. Some standout features include a statement kitchen, an open and light-filled living space, a generous loft-style bonus area, solar panels, and thoughtful hardscaping. Plus, it's situated on a cul-de-sac with plenty of closet space. Let me know if you'd like more details or if you're ready to schedule a showing.
Yeah, can you tell me anything about the surrounding area, like shopping and schools?
Sure. The property is located in Chula Vista, which is known for its family-friendly neighborhoods and great amenities. You'll find plenty of shopping, dining, and entertainment options nearby, including Otay Ranch Town Center, which is just a short drive away. As for schools, the area is served by highly rated schools in the Chula Vista Elementary and Sweetwater Union High School districts.
Okay, I've heard enough, actually. What year was it built?
It was built in 2020, so it's a relatively new home. Would you like to go ahead and schedule a showing?
Yes, I would, please. Could I schedule it for Monday at 3 p.m.? Is that available?
All right, let me check if Monday, March 23rd at 3 p.m. is available for a showing. One moment. Okay, that time works. I'll get you scheduled for Monday at 3 p.m. Does that sound good?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. You're all set for a showing on Monday, March 23rd at 3 p.m. If anything changes or you have more questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Okay, so there you go. I do need to train this agent to ask for name, email, phone number. So I'm going to put that in here now. She will book this to the calendar, but I do need to know the name, email, and phone number of the person calling. So I'm going to add that to it, and she'll handle that without any concessions at all. All right, so that's just how you train that thing, and it's good to go. And then remember, you're going to go to phone and availability, and you're going to assign a phone number to that agent. Here it says I don't have a phone number, but all you're going to need to do is, I showed you in earlier videos, that click to buy a new number, and then you're going to go through that process where you just select a phone number as we covered in a previous lesson. So get out there, get these things sold, get your deals closed, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome to lesson 8. Congratulations, you are on fire. You got your yeses going, and now we're going to onboard the clients. How do we do that? In this lesson, I'm going to show you specifically how to create their sub account and how to send them an automated email where they will fill out a form. That form will be emailed back to you, and then you can just copy and paste their information into their onboarding form, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So what we're going to do is, once we've got our yes, we're going to get into our sub account. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to give you a new snapshot, so you'll see it here in this course. I'll link it to this lesson. Just click on that and download the snapshot to your agency, push it to your agency sub account. You all know how to do that. We've done that. Okay, it's this one right here. It's called the new sale onboarding email. And what it's going to do is it's going to send an onboarding email form to the client once they purchase the product from your website. And when they do purchase and they give you a credit card number, you're going to go to your website and go to your order form and just fill it out for them. Okay, that's the easiest way to do this. So once that happens, it's going to say dear contact name, because that's one of the requested fields. Thank you for your recent order with us. We are excited to have you on board and look forward to providing you with the best service imaginable. To help us get started, please complete the onboarding form link below. This is going to be linked to the form. If you have any questions or need assistance, feel free to reach out to us at any time. And you want to just put in your name and maybe email or something here, okay? And then just click on that save action and save again, and you're good to go. So that is in a new workflow entitled Onboarding Snapshot. And like I said, there'll be a link to it in this. So how do we go about this now? This is what we do. We're going to come to our agency account, and we're going to click on sub accounts. You're going to come up here where it says create sub account and click on that. And you'll see there's a bunch of snapshots that you can choose from. They're for a bunch of different industries, but you know what? They're super basic and they're not great. So always just select and continue on this blank snapshot. So I'm going to click on select and continue. And now you'll see you can add a sub account manually. That's what you want to do. Just click on add manually. And here's where you're going to ask the agent for their first name. Let's just say this is Karen. Last name is Baker. And you're going to get the email, Karen@gmail.com. You're going to ask for the business name. Put that in there. Business niche is not important, but you can do that. Business phone, it's important. You got to have their business phone number. Okay. Address, put in the address there. Just generic information. I'll just put local and put in the state, the country. United States, you can just start typing it in and it'll come up there. Put in the zip code and website if they have one, and then the time zone. And again, the time zone is important because when they send out automations, if they ever do that, it's going to go out by their local time. And you're going to say, this is my client's account. You're not going to say this is my own account. This is my client's account. And now you're going to come down here and click Add Subaccount. And by the way, the information that I just had there came to you in a form, so you literally would have just copied and pasted it, right? So that takes care of that. All right, now we have this. You're able to come up here and click on Switch to Subaccount. Don't worry about any of this stuff that's in here. Just come up and click on Switch to Subaccount. And it's going to take you to that subaccount. You can see up here now it says ABC Co. Yay, this is going to be your first client. I'm super excited for you. But what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get rid of all this stuff here because they don't need to see it all. So we're going to go down to the bottom left here again. We're going to click on Settings, and we're going to click on My Staff. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that user in. I just clicked on Add User. We're going to put that person's name in, Karen Baker, and their email, gmail.com. I'm just making this up, obviously. And a phone number is not required, but you can put that in there. And then you can click on Next. And now we're going to get to roles and permissions, all right? This is where I basically turn everything off. And by the way, once you do this, it'll save as like a template. And when you bring on new people, you don't have to go through this process over and over and over again. You only have to do it once. So I'm going to turn off AI agents, or if I want them to have access to it, I'll let them view and manage, but I really don't want them to have access to it because I want them to contact me in order to do stuff for them. So turn that off, okay? Audit logs, off. Account settings, you can leave that alone. Account tools, leave it alone. Automations, I would turn that off. Blogs, turn it off. Calendars, leave it on. Certificates, off. Communities, off. Contacts, leave it on. I'll make a list of these too. Conversations, leave it on. Forms, turn it off. Funnels, off. GoCollab, that's my group, off. Integrations, let's turn that off. And you can turn these on later, by the way. Okay? Launchpad, we're going to turn it off. Subaccounts, off. Marketing, off. We're just going to turn all these off. They don't need any of this stuff, okay? Opportunities you might want to leave on in case they want to have a pipeline. Orders, they don't need that. Payments, they don't need. Payment settings, that all turned off. Products, QR codes. If they want to make a QR code, maybe you leave that on. They could create a QR code to drive to their AI agent. Quizzes, no. Dashboard, let's go ahead and turn off dashboard. Surveys, no. Keep going down here. User management, no. And WordPress, no. And we're going to click on Save. And that's awesome. So now when they log in, all this stuff's going to be gone. Only the essential stuff is going to be there. Okay? So they are now formally onboarded. That is super, super cool. That's what you need to do to onboard them. So congratulations, you've come a long way. And now the final lesson is going to be about just visibility on how to get this number out in front of buyers and how to associate it to properties. And there's a lot of creative ways, but rather than create a video on that, which would be pretty boring, I'm just going to have textual content that gives you some clever ideas on how to help with the visibility and deploying that AI voice assistant in various places throughout the community so that people can call up, learn about the property, and book those showings. Go out there and benefit these agents. They're going to love you for it. And if you have any questions at all, just post them in the community group here. We're all here to help each other. And by all means, I'm here to answer. I'm here to guide. And I thank you for watching this course.